everybody, it is your friendly neighborhood lawn gnome. Welcome back to another Funko Pop update over here on my channel. I'm hoping that you're all doing well. I'm hoping that San Diego Comic-Con didn't destroy your wallets too badly. And I'm looking forward to another video filled with exciting news and, of course, sharing my collection with you guys and seeing how it has all been growing. Before we get into that, though, I just want to mention a couple of very important things. So I'm sure that a lot of you have been noticing that a lot of my channel content has been a little less frequent. Many of you who have been following me for many years knew that I had planned to do so due to certain milestones in my life. And I will definitely say that I'm glad that I have reached those said milestones. And unfortunately, those milestones are taking up a lot more of my time. So one of the few things that I will say is I am going to be making a change. Not a major change to my Funko Pop updates, but a slight change. And that is the fact that I just do not have the time or the energy to hunt down Funko glam shots for products that Funko has coming out, whether it's new pops, new sodas, and the fact that there are all of these people that are posting on social media long before Funko even posts them. One of the best companies out there that talks about them is HotStuffForGeeks.com, and at some point in time I was even featuring their glam shots and promoting their website. But I'm not going to be doing that anymore because I just don't have the time or the energy to put in the effort for scouring the internet when I see a brand new leaked piece. I am at this point in time going to wait for Funko to make the release of a new product official, and when I see the official glam from the Funko Twitter page or X page, I am definitely going to be showcasing it on my videos. So if you feel that that's not good enough for you, and you want to go find more important things quicker and faster, then by all means, go find another YouTuber who probably does this 10 times better than me. And even though I've been doing this for a couple of years, I did also say that I would probably stop doing these Funko Pop videos when I just had no interest in Funko, or if the Funko Pops just stopped coming. Well, who knows what the future's going to bring in regards to that matter, but that's not the point. So I will still be making Funko content once a month as always, and now there might be another Funko conversation popping up every now and again. But until then, I just hope that you enjoyed this video today and all the future Funko videos that I plan to send to you, because we are almost up to 110 Funko Pop updates, which is pretty cool. But until we get to that little milestone, let's take a look at how my collection has been going. So today I thought it would be fun to showcase some interesting additional items that I have outside of Funko Pops, even though, as you can see, there is some Funko Pop items featured today. Also, if you notice, we're in a different area in the Funko studio because unfortunately, the big space over here is being taken up by some rearranging of comic books that I'm handling right now. So I just thought that today would be fun to feature some items that didn't take up too much space. So let's just go little by little, and we'll see all of these awesome things. So the first thing I want to talk about right now is my new Pop keychain, my Pocket Pop. These aren't things that I really have many of. I'm very selective of them, much like the Funko sodas, which we will get into in just a little bit. But because of the fact that I was so excited about the fact that the Indiana Jones line, the Commons, had finally come out for me to collect, and I got an awesome piece to add to my collection, when I saw that they were making Indiana Jones Pocket Pops, particularly this one in the pose that he is in, which is the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie poster pose, there was no way that I was going to say no to this. And it's very affordable. It was only like $7, $8, so it was no sweat off my back. And I don't take these out of the box. I don't put my keys on them. I keep them in their little displays for me, just as a nice little keepsake. And I really like this one because of the whip just going all the way around the pop. This is definitely one of my favorite pieces, and because of the fact that it's Indiana Jones, not only did I get an actual Funko Pop in my collection, I now have an additional piece of merchandise. I mean, if they made a Funko Pop t-shirt of Indiana Jones, I might consider getting that one as well. So the other thing that I want to show you guys is the expansion of my wife and I's Funko soda collection. Again, like the Pocket Pops, stuff that we're very selective about. Like, we really need to be connected to something when it comes to the Funko sodas. So, of course, my wife had this little comment where she said she could never find the one that she wanted, and ever since the Baymax came out, which was the D23 exclusive, which we were very glad that we picked up the liter soda, we weren't sure if there was ever going to be another Funko soda that she was interested in. There probably wouldn't have been. Well, we spoke too soon, because she ended up getting 2 new Funko sodas, and of course they are Care Bears. She has Care Bear Pops. As a matter of fact, these are 2 characters from the world of Care Bears that she actually has in Funko Pop form, and she loves the sodas as well. So we have Grumpy Bear, and we have Bedtime Bear, and each one of them were limited to 7,500 pieces, so it's a very low count. And we were very glad that we were able to get our hands on these, regardless of whether we got the chases or not, because these were definitely very popular. And much like the Funko Pops, they did a great job with the details. We're going to take a look at Bedtime Bear because, of course, he's got more details than Grumpy Bear, even though we love the ice cream cone. But he's holding the star, he's got the nightcap on, and, of course, you have to acknowledge the tushy hearts. And, of course, if we take a look at Grumpy Bear, Grumpy Bear's got one too. I think the funny thing that I'm noticing about my wife when it comes to collecting Funko merchandise is, even though she has told me that her favorite color is purple, she seems to have a very hidden love for the color blue, because she's got these 2, and she's even got a blue from Blue's Clues Funko Pops. So I just find it really funny that even though she says, I love purple, she just keeps getting blue, 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 except for the Share Bear and the Cloud Car that we featured many videos ago, and we still have it. And then I want to take a look at my Funko sodas, because these 3, the minute I saw that they were being announced, very much interested, very much connected. So the first one that I got was Homer Simpson. Got him a couple of months ago. He was very difficult to get because I was originally pre-ordering him on Entertainment Earth, and they canceled my order saying that they weren't going to get him. So then I went to Hot Topic, and they rejected my order. Luckily, I was able to get to Amazon, and yes, I know this one is authentic, so I'm really glad to have him. He's a 1,500 amount, and you know, it would have been cool to get the chase, which was him holding a beer, but I do like the fact that he's holding the donut, he's got the beer belly. It's very much all of Homer in all of his glory, and of course, as I mentioned many times when we looked at sodas, they all have collector discs, pog-sized. And then, of course, we take a look at Marty McFly from Back to the Future. I didn't need to get this one, but I got it because it's Back to the Future, and my Back to the Future collection is very much one of my dominating forces in my movie collection. Still waiting for some really good Back to the Future Part 3 pops. Who knows if those will ever come. But I loved the fact that Marty was also being featured in a Back to the Future 2 look, and Back to the Future Part 2 happens to be my favorite of the 3. So I love the fact that it's him with the gear from 2015, everything from the shoes to the jacket to the hoverboard. I mean, his chase features him with that really cool cap that he wears in the movie, but, you know, I don't care if it's the chase or the common. If I get the chase, it's lucky, but if I get the common, it's still great too. That's why I didn't complain about the Homer Simpson. And then the other one that I had to showcase is one that I immediately jumped on when they announced it, because I know that a lot of people have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There are many of them. There are many fans out there. It is absolutely insane to believe that next year, in 2024, we will be celebrating this franchise's 40th anniversary. But what's even more interesting about this specific soda is this is the very first exclusive Funko soda. This is a PX Previews exclusive. And it's a character called The Last Ronin. Unless you read the comic book that was actually co-written by Kevin Eastman, it came out 2 years ago at this point. This is one that was just not going to pass you by, because I love the comic, and I don't really have much turtle representation in my Pop collection anyway. I've just got the Turtle Van, and man, this is an old Funko Pop. So knowing that The Last Ronin was coming out in soda form, I got very, very excited and had to get it, and this pretty much encapsulates the details of the comic book character, and it's just wonderful. And the funny thing is, I actually found out a few months later that they made a Funko Pop out of this exact character, and even though it is a more dynamic pose, I just didn't like the way it looked compared to the soda, so I'm very glad that I got the soda. I'm not getting the pop. And my soda collection, you know, these products have been out for a couple of years now, and this is still a very small collection. I don't think we even have 10 sodas combined at this point in time. We only have 9 at this point. Will we get a 10th? it's going to take a lot to actually convince us to pick up another one. So the last item that I want to talk about is just a random Funko Pop that I got added to my collection a few months ago, and I had to get it the minute they announced it. It's an ad icon. It's the Blockbuster Video box. So as a kid whose many Saturday nights were spent in the video store getting a new release to watch with family or friends, there was no way I was going to let this one pass me by. And the details are great, although I still feel that they could have done a little bit more with it. I mean, I love the fact that they've got the Be Kind Rewind on the back, just like the video boxes. They've even got a title on there as well. I mean, I think the only thing that was a bit of a surprise for me, and also the material, it's a little bit different from your normal Funko Pop. It actually feels like a VHS cassette box that they had at the stores. So the only thing that they didn't add to this box, which was a bit upsetting to me, was, you know how I always say that when you take them out of the box and you take a look at the little flap underneath the lid, there's a little surprise there from time to time. I think one of the most adorable ones that I've seen is the Blue's Clues Funko Pop, and there's a clue on the inside flap. But I thought that there was actually going to be a little something there that might have said, you know, wow, what a difference, if you remember the old Blockbuster jingle, but there wasn't any. It was blank. So I'm a little upset over the fact that they didn't give us that one little Easter egg, because a Blockbuster Video box, an ad icon, that was primed for a little Easter egg. But regardless, I'm glad that I have it. I'm glad that I have all of these Funko products in my collection. As always, my Funko collection keeps growing, but not as fast as many. And these days, a lot of people sort of have a lot of buyer's remorse based on what's going on with the company, but I will still say that every single time a new Funko Pop comes into my life, my inner child and my collector attitude gets really, really excited. So let's take a look at the news. So let's begin, of course, with some specialty series that we just recently received from Funko. One of them is a brand new year one release, and of course it includes all the stuff that come with it. It is Maleficent this time, the original Maleficent. I actually remember when this one was first released. And you get your usual card, pin, and coin, and it comes in a very fancy box. The other exclusive was another Warner Brothers 100 DC villain. We got Deathstroke this time, so I'm definitely seeing a theme here. We're definitely getting some good old-fashioned comic book DC villains. We got Sinestro, we've got Lex Luthor, we got Bizarro from San Diego Comic-Con, and along with Deathstroke, I also heard that there's going to be another one coming, and it is Captain Cold, so as great as it would be to have this Deathstroke, I don't think I'm going to add him to my collection, but he hasn't been released yet, so things might change. But I just love the fact that we're sort of getting a Legion of Doom or an Injustice League. I kind of like that we're getting that alongside the Justice League that we just got recently. So who knows, maybe Deathstroke will become a part of my collection, I am not sure. We also have a couple more sodas. We have a bunch of Peter Pan ones that are also going to come in a little cooler, and there's also a really cute Tinkerbell Chase. You got your heroes and your villains in this set. We got a couple of Pop Asia Con exclusives that we get at San Diego Comic-Con, but they're in very limited batches. But the Pop Asia ones definitely look cool. I also especially love the fact that one of them is the Lucky Cat. I mean, this is a staple in Asian culture, and the fact that they're actually making a pop out of Lucky Cat is pretty cool. If I was able to actually maybe hunt one down for a good price, I would seriously consider giving this one to my wife for our collection, because she does love the Lucky Cat. We're also getting a brand new exclusive of Gabriel Iglesias, aka Fluffy, over at his online store. It's going to be Jumping Fluffy. So if you have been collecting his Funko Pops, here's another one to add. This one looks really great. I love the details, especially on the shoes. Another advent calendar of Five Nights at Freddy's, as well as a new merchandise item. We're getting cards from Upper Deck. Don't really know too much about them, don't really hear about a lot of people talking about them, but it looks like we're going to be getting different themes. This is the first series, it's the Infinity Saga. A couple new t-shirts, as well as t-shirt with pop combos. We've got a whole bunch of them, including a really cool Vegeta, as well as a Dementor, Donald in a candy corn outfit, and a Stitch with a guitar. Another very interesting series coming out. We have a couple of exclusives from Entertainment Earth, from PX Previews, from AAA, and their various ones, including a scented Jack Skellington, a really cool Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and a Chalice collectible of Super Boo with a ghost. We also had the announcement of Target Con, a couple of things that were announced, including a brand new Bullseye celebrating Disney 100, a really cool t-shirt pack with Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beasts, and just a little bit more of an up-close for you guys. We got the 2 new pieces from the 6-piece Star Wars Return of the Jedi Desert Skiff. This is Han Solo and Lando. A couple of other exclusives, 2 Iron Man ones. We are getting the 11th piece in the Amazon exclusive Civil War set. Obviously, we knew it was Iron Man or Captain America, and so Team Iron Man is now officially announced and complete, and that means only 1 piece is left, and that, of course, is Captain America. We're also going to be getting a new Harley Quinn comic cover from DC. Not really interested in it, but I love the details. And a big surprise, which apparently a lot of people are interested in picking up, is the PX Previews exclusive Pop Town of Iron Man from the Marvel Cinematic Universe again, with Stark Tower. Very, very cool. And did I mention it glows in the dark? Also from Target, we have a new comic cover of Scarlet Witch and the last 2 pieces of the final battle of Spider-Man No Way Home, so now we get the Amazing Spider-Man and Green Goblin. And once again, Marvel. It's all Marvel. This time it's the Marvels. The official Marvels line has been announced, and we have a whole bunch of regulars, exclusives, we got Pocket Pops, and we even have from Target only a really good 3-piece set of all 3 of the Marvels. So you can get Captain Marvel, Photon, and Ms. Marvel. We have 2 new movie posters. Warner Brothers, of course. We've got The Dark Knight, which includes Christian Bale's Batman and Heath Ledger's Joker, as well as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone with the Golden Trio. Don't really like the fact that they did this. They could have done so many more cool things with this, but you know what? It is what it is. I mean, I think having Batman as the pose on the poster would have been cool. Maybe even doing a really cool idea, which would have been the Why So Serious teaser poster, and you could have had like a foggy Joker with his finger touching the box. That would have been really cool. And maybe for Harry Potter, it would have been cool to have Harry Potter with Hedwig flying over his head. But you know what? This is what it is. If you're interested in the movie posters, go out and get them. But of course, remember, they are pretty expensive. We also have a couple of other new lines coming out. We have a Secret Invasion. We have 3 new series that I think were a very long time coming. We finally have a Daria line, though I think they did it all wrong, because as great as they all are, I especially love Jane. There's so many other characters. I mean, where is Brittany and Kevin? Where's Mac? Where are Daria's parents? I mean, where's the Fashion Club? Come on! Where's the Fashion Club? If they make a 4-piece Fashion Club pack, I will definitely pick that up. But we're also getting the Family Matters line, so finally Steve Urkel can become a piece of your collection, and you can even find the Sifon or Kel Chase. And wouldn't you know, there's the Captain Planet line, everybody. So now you can get Captain Planet and the Planeteers. If you want any of these lines, remember, the power is yours. Let's go into anime, guys. We have a whole new wave of Naruto, including an FYE Metallic exclusive and some supersized pops. We also have a new wave of Yu-Gi-Oh!, including an AAA exclusive glow-in-the-dark and flocked pop. We have a new wave of Black Clover with a whole bunch of exclusives. And we have a whole new series of Demon Slayer, including a new mystery mini-set. Moving on to Pop Rocks. They have announced, finally, even though this has been leaked weeks ago, we are finally getting Rob Zombie with a glow-in-the-dark Hot Topic exclusive and a brand new pop album featuring Dolly Parton. And now we're just going to go into some stuff that is not pop-related. We've got some brand new Entertainment Earth Loungefly backpacks ready for Halloween. I love the Chicken McNuggets backpack. We have a new series of pop pins, of course, most of them Halloween-themed, like the DC ones, the Marvel Zombies, and the Treehouse of Horror. And then, of course, we got a whole bunch of new Loungefly backpacks, including a lot of Halloween stuff. We've got everything from Ghostbusters to Goosebumps to Annabelle, but the one that really stood out was the one in the upper right corner, guys. If you know what that is, I applaud you. That is the Jack-o'-lantern bucket that was offered from McDonald's. They are making this into a Loungefly backpack. I also got a leak that they're going to be doing the same thing with the Witch, and I'm
having a strange feeling that the ghost is not too far behind. And finally, we have a couple of official glam shots of the new product, Rewind. These are a couple of con exclusives. You got everything from Freddy Funko to Duck Dodgers, and there were a whole bunch of others that were announced, but we never got the official glams. But I really don't think this is a line that's really going to grab anybody. I mean, the truth is you're really just buying this for the box. I mean, this pretty much looks like Funko Sodas and Funko Pops had a baby, and again, I think it's just the video box and the blockbuster card that people are going to be more interested in. But with the announcement that Funko is anticipating cutting 30% of their merchandise rollout, I'm wondering what that means, and more importantly, which products are going to stay and which products are going to go. A lot of people don't think rewinds are going to be cut so soon just because they're this new, but weirder things have happened with Funko, let me tell you.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Leave your comments down in the box below. Let me know about some of the things that you collected. Let me know about some of the ones that you managed to score from the con. I mean, did you manage to get the Fairly Odd Parents triple pack? I know that that was a very hot commodity. I heard that there was a lot of stuff going on regarding the Funko Fun Days box this year. If any of you have been out there that have been collecting them, what did you think? Did you get what you wanted? Were you one of those unfortunate few that had a little bit of a hiccup there? And of course, you know, just let's discuss anything Funko in general. You know I do enjoy that very much. But until then, I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, feel free to leave a comment. Also, feel free to subscribe if you want to be up to date with our latest videos. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next one. Actions speak louder than words.